Hello everyone, how are you? The day has finally come for me to share with you all my sketchbooks. I think I posted a couple of months ago or something like that, asking what you guys want to see more of, and somebody or a couple of people, one of them was me, I will admit, the other person, anonymous, thank you. They said they wanted to see more sketches and everything like that. So I was like, okay, I think it could be the most fun if I just, like, you know, show you guys my sketchbooks and sort of like take you on this journey with me as to, you know, becoming someone who draws more, does more art, everything like that. Sketching is the main medium that I really do for right now. I have tried to start oil pastels and all watercolors, but that's just not something that I have been able to fully divulge into. But I love little pen and paper. It's something that I'm super excited to share with you guys, and I feel no shame. I'm not ashamed of my art progress. I'm not ashamed of where my art level or skill set is at the time being, and I kind of like don't care. So I will accept all kinds of criticism, especially if you guys can help me and tell me what exactly can be done in order to improve my art. I think the most important thing that I've been trying to do is actually draw more. But the reason why I'm calling this sketchbook ecosystem, I'm sorry if it's tilted, I'll see what I can do to fix that. The reason why I'm calling it sketchbook ecosystem is because each of these sketchbooks, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. 8 that I can remember right now. These are, I'm pretty sure these are all of them, but these basically each have one specific purpose, which we're going to get into. And I think that sort of having each book be dedicated to one specific aspect of drawing makes me want to draw more, and I don't feel as if I'm losing the skill set because I sort of like have sort of specific things that I can focus on. So I'm so happy that you guys are here and watching this with me. And if you like to draw, tell me what your favorite medium is down below. I love still life and I love also manga, and that'll become very evident as we continue the journey. So I'm just gonna do a random search. I know what they feel like, but that was work. Okay. Let's go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we're gonna start off with this one. This is my sketchbook for only drawing in fine tip pen. So I read online that sometimes the issue with a drawing is being unable to complete the drawings. So essentially, oh god, postcards from Victoria, guys. I went on vacation. Okay. Sometimes the issue with drawing is that the drawings never get done, so I dedicated an entire sketchbook just to drawing in fine tip marker in order to ensure that the drawings will be seen to the end. I really try to draw everything in one sitting, so don't focus on my face. You want to know something? The one time I actually don't want it to focus on my face, it's focusing on my face. Focus on the bunny. Okay, yeah. So it's really fun to do. This is actually one of my favorites. This is one that I didn't think I'd be able to draw. This guy. So I just think that it's important to at least, you know, focus more so on getting the drawings done as opposed to focusing on how good it looks or everything like that. That one has, sometimes I like to do, also another thing that I like to do, I like to write little details about each drawing, like what I was doing, where I was going, everything like that. So I'm just gonna hide my hand here. This one, This one makes me super uncomfortable because I know someone, like I've seen this person in real life and they make me very uncomfortable. But this is from a drawing on Pinterest, but you know the type. This is a another bunny. Yeah. What else do we have inside of here? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show all of them to you guys. I stopped using this one a lot. The last time I drew in this one was March 20th. Last time I drew in this was March 20th. This is the drawing that I drew. I like this one. I do. But I'm not even like a perfectionist. I'm much more of like a completionist. I need the drawings to get done as soon as possible, but I also want to take my time to actually refine and work on things. But also that will, I'll show you guys, that does sometimes happen that the drawings don't get done. So we need to work on that. Okay, so that's the first one. That's the sketchbook in which we talk about only using fine tip pen in order to ensure that the drawings are being done and like there's no like back tracing and everything like that, and it's a lot more about being more intentional and everything like that. So now let's move on to the next one. Let's do let's do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. General sketchbook. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite ones. This one, I'm actually scared of this one. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This sketchbook kind of like gets me a little bit scared because I'm always super hesitant to draw and sort of like do like a drawing because I'm always so hesitant about like whether or not it's gonna look good or be the best, everything like that. So the complete opposite of the fine tip sketchbook, this one is one where I just sketch pretty much like in pencil. Also, you guys can pretty much tell I really like anime, so I really like anime. Hopefully you can hear me. Also, this is probably not the most productive way to show it, but this is the way that we're doing it right now, so my apologies. I'm making a video about this one. We're going to talk about this one later. Stay tuned. Okay, yeah, that one never finishes. So that's a kind of like a problem with the drawing in pencil. Like sometimes I don't finish it. Yeah. This guy's supposed to be wearing I forgot the kind of hat that it is. The one where you have it in the winter and it has like the fleece on both sides and the fleece on top. I met an artist and he was like, "You really like drawing eyes?" And I was like, "I love drawing eyes." We have nothing there. This is Zenitsu manga. I'm probably gonna have to make an entirely separate video on this just to like divulge into how much I love manga. I don't really read manga. The last manga that I read was Liar Game, and that was a couple of years ago. I know they're making a Liar Game anime right now, but I actually don't watch anime. And it's funny because, okay, so this is Zenitsu from either Attack on Titan or Jujutsu Kaisen or another one. But I think this is pretty accurate, and I'm very proud about this one. This one I didn't think I'd be able to do, but I'm very happy that I did it. And I always told myself I need to watch an anime that actually represents an anime that I like, and then it came out and I haven't watched it. Mera naam Zaidi. This is a Punjabi man. Ha! So I've drawn a Punjabi man. Yeah. And fun fact, guys, I'm still learning Hindi. I have a new video on my channel. I think it's one directly before this, called Day Zero of Learning Hindi, a part of my Antillean Hindustani series in which I am learning Hindi. And if you want to say I like drawing, it's मुझे ahara karna pasa hai, or I think you can say मुझे ahara karna अच्छा लगता है, something like that, close enough. Okay, pretty much empty pages. I drew this one, the most recent time I drew in this book was April 23rd. I was drawing, I think this is from a Studio Ghibli. Also, I don't know if it's Studio Ghibli or Studio Ghibli. We'll find out later on. Sometimes these pictures like lack color. Also, a lot of my pictures seem to be expressionless, so I'm like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Honestly, I'll show you guys this one because I don't think that I've ever used it before. Yeah, so this was pretty much empty. This one is called Naoki Sato and Osamu Tezuka Imitation Sketchbook. But these are two artists whose art I really am inspired by and heavily look up to. So I believe when I was doing research, they said that if you really like an artist, you should copy their work like copy and paste. And obviously you don't copy and paste because you're trying to copy the person. I think it's a practice of being able to imitate, being able to replicate, and being able to, for example, draw from reference. All of these pictures that I have shown you guys have been drawn from reference, but I think one time someone commented on my thing, and they were like, I love your drawing style. And I was like, I don't have a drawing style. I was trying to draw from reference and it got skewed. So ideally I want to draw with the intention of having a sketchbook where I'm directly imitating word for word, and then that'll be like my little practice to, like, you know, make something replicable, so then I can like have it be perfect. So I was doing Drawbox. If you guys know what Drawbox is, comment down below because you're awesome. I was practicing drawing ellipses, and I want to actually start Drawbox again, but I haven't because for me Drawbox felt like a distraction from getting myself to draw more. But I know that I'll be a stronger drawer once I actually get more hands-on approach as to drawing and everything like that. So this is all that's in the book. It's just that. And that's pretty much it. One thing about me, I will chicken scratch. I love chicken scratching because I think it's awesome. I love chicken scratching. This is actually, okay, so this sketchbook, there's nothing on it. But I guess this will be like my first sketchbook that I actually started wanting to draw. So I've drawn Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter when I was watching Hunter x Hunter. That's Hisoka. See, and as you can see, so all of these sketchbooks, I did not buy all of these to start drawing. I drew this picture May 28th, 2020. So as you can see, there's been a little bit of time in which I've been wanting to draw. There's been a little bit of time that we've been on a drawing journey, and yeah, I also want to start drawing more black anime characters, because anime as a style of drawing is my favorite drawing style. Anime as a style of drawing is my favorite drawing style, and I'm obsessed. And I don't think that I draw enough black figures enough, so that's definitely something that I need to work on. I'm actually hating myself right now because I was like practicing sketching, and I feel like these are actually half decent. Shading I mean. But yeah, as you can see, I didn't lie, I was doing Drawbox. I was doing Drawbox and it was all that I was doing, and I think that now I need to draw a bit, like actually draw more. Now I draw more, but I don't do Drawbox. And I also drew another thing, I haven't watched it, but the main character from Perfect Blue. Lots of pictures, never finished. That's why we draw on fine tip. Okay, what else? Anatomy and hands. This one is a little bit fun, so yeah. Besides more of the Drawbox, this sketchbook is one that I have dedicated entirely to drawing hands, and I have not drawn I have not drawn a hand since November 25th, 2025 at 6 p.m. But my hands, I think they're pretty decent. So this entire book is dedicated to drawing just hands, and there is one foot inside of here, but this is like a anatomy sketchbook. I always see people saying, I wish I could be better at anatomy, and people are just like, just draw anatomy. So I gave myself an entire sketchbook to just draw anatomy, and while it's not perfect, it is mine. I think that's a decent foot. And I just go on Pinterest and I just find pictures that I like, and that's kind of like why I have like different sketchbooks for different reasons, because I kind of like, I feel like sometimes if I go and I look at my sketch and I'm just like, oh, I need to do this, and then I'm just like, oh well, you need to probably focus on drawing anatomy and hands. But I'm just like, if I go turn the page back and I'm just like, I drew like an anime character, I'm kind of like, oh well, let loose a little, you don't need to practice that much, just draw what you want. But I'm like, no, compartmentalize. Okay, 3 more to go. Illustration and food drawings, another sketchbook that I haven't used. It's 1 page. This actually, so if you guys didn't know, I have many side quests going on in my life, and I really am interested in like illustrations. And I don't know, like sometimes when I have dreams, I kind of just like, not even dreams, but like let's say like I hear like a story, I kind of like want to envision the story in the way I want to illustrate the scene as I see it in my head. So I wrote down illustration and food drawings. When drawing a scene/illustration from a book, be sure to include the book name, book author, chapter, page number, reading device, and exact quote. Try to use as much space on paper to conserve. I have a thing where I like to draw small, but I'm just like, take up space. Don't be afraid to take up space. The last time I drew in this book was February 15th, 2026. These are all food drawings. So we have here ice cream, a roll of something, and then we have sashimi and wasabi. Not half bad, if I'm being completely honest with you. As someone who honestly, I don't know, I guess by the dates we're getting very much like end of the year last year. Yeah, that's pretty much how long it's been since I've actually been like putting an effort in. I feel like I don't put enough, I'm not shooting myself down. I put an effort, and I do. I put an effort to make YouTube videos, I put an effort to draw, and I missed you guys, and I wanted to share this with you guys because sometimes drawing stuff like makes me nervous, and I'm just like, yeah. So no, not even drawing, sharing, but I'm just like, yeah. This book, haven't used it. I don't know who this is. This is from May 28th, 2024. This is like a clown and its dog. Last but not least, we have my most recent sketchbook that I purchased. This one is actually one that I want to cover because I actually hate this 2016 Live Laugh Love font, and I actually think that this is one that I've been using the most consistently because It's super portable. I put it in my back. I put it in, not my back pocket because I would sit on it and it'd be so uncomfortable. I put it in my backpack and then I just keep pushing with my day, and it's awesome. So yeah, this one I got this. So the first time that I drew in this book was April 2nd, 2026. I drew a strawberry. I drew two faces. I have to cover that. Two faces. And then last but not least, we have here two more faces. Yeah, lots of anime characters, lots of things that I like to draw, and I want to draw everything. So as we are filming this video, I have a book that I borrowed from the library, portrait drawing, and I also have 5-minute watercolor, and I also have Chinese and essential grammar. So as you can see, very diverse array of like artistic creative crafts and everything like that. The portrait drawing, it focuses on more like realistic drawings and everything like that, which I do want to get into, but definitely too, that just comes with the mileage, and it comes with the wanting to draw more. Yeah, that's my sketchbook ecosystem. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any art critique, let me know, and stay tuned for more content. All right, until next time, keep drawing and stay beautiful. Ciao, 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 bye, ciao.